Here's to the quality.
There always seems to be one in American women's gymnastics, the it girl. To some, it's a tired phrase, but there's nothing tired about this woman's game. This is Shawn Johnson, and Marta Karolyi is watching her every move. In a national sense, she has won every single competition she has entered. Up next for her, the next great chance. On a world stage, the World Championships. From Middle America, she has worldwide dreams. NBC Sports presents the 2007 World Gymnastics Championships, delivered by AT&T. We welcome you to the Hans-Martin Schleierhalle in Stuttgart, Germany. Al Trautwig, Olympic gold medalist Tim Daggett, and Elfie Schlegel, as we begin our coverage with Samantha Pezic from McCordsville, Indiana. Tim, are you surprised she's on the team?
Well, a little bit. She didn't have the best national championships, and believe it or not, this is the only thing she'll do today, the vault. But she's a dynamic athlete on this event. Reminds me of Anya Hatch. The only thing she did at the 2004 Olympic Games in the team finals also was vault.
And I think Sam has really proven herself here at the championships, because in the qualification, she had an outstanding competition. And as Tim said, this is her strength. This is all she'll do today.
And her score is a 15.05. 3 women on each apparatus, and there are 4 of those. All scores count. And now we get our first look at Shawn Johnson. How will she handle the world stage about a year away from the Olympic Games?
Well, she did not have the best competition in the qualifying. She made a very uncharacteristic mistake on the last event, put her hands down on the uneven bars. She told us right after the competition was over that mistake, it taught her a lesson. She's got to go harder.
Same vault as Samantha Pezic.
Very nice, great power and perfect form in the air. Just obviously that big step on the landing.
And when you're looking at perfection at this level of the game, especially at the World Championships, this is a vault that is going to be extremely popular at these Worlds. It's a double twist. What would set her apart is sticking the landing to just get that little extra tenth or two.
And that she did not do. 15.15. Now, if there is an American woman who has really upped her game, really snickered down, and really just changed the way she approaches the sport, it's this woman, Alicia Sacramone, who's a little old by women's gymnastics standards at 19, but she's got that flash and panache that you only seem to get when you turn past the age of 16 and 17.
Huge vault right here.
Explosive.
Nobody in the world does it like that. Phenomenal power on the vault. And you know, you talked about the passion that she has, Al. A lot of times that comes from not having the dream come true, and that's exactly what happened to her at the 2004 in her quest to make an Olympic team. She didn't even make it to the final Olympic trials. She's on track now.
And it doesn't matter how old you are, because when you get a score like 15.75, that's going to do wonders for this team.
Now, meanwhile, while that was happening, the Romanian rebuilding effort suffers a setback. This is Sandra Izbaza on the uneven bars.
And uneven bars is always the nemesis for the Romanian women's gymnastics team. They've gotten a little bit better. Some of their technique is not as precise. Their handstands aren't great, and you see that right there. Lots of changes in gymnastics. There's no 10-0 anymore. You can score higher than a 10. Also, the deductions are much more strict. 0.8 of a point is what it cost her for putting her hands down.
Back to the vault and the Chinese effort. Now remember, Beijing, that's where it's all going to happen. No maybes. They want certainty.
And actually, it's ironic because there are a lot of maybes on this Chinese team. A lot of maybes and a lot of babies.
They've brought a very
little international experience. This is only her second time ever competing outside of China. They thought it was important to put them on the world stage and give them that experience, because frankly, these young kids, they're the best ones they got.
Yang Yi Lin, the judges didn't like it, 14.425. Meanwhile, an update on what Russia has been doing. This is earlier on the uneven bars, Ksenia Semenova.
She actually has a huge bar routine. second highest level of difficulty in the world at this point in time, 7.2.
She actually had the highest score after the team qualification day.
Very confident young lady. Says she will be Olympic champion on the uneven bars. Dynamic set, great dismount.
Semenova, 16.325. Wow, that is out of the ballpark. Back to the story of China on the vault. This is Cheng Fei.
And this right here is very, very bad news for China. Right there, she does the big vault, but that will cost 0.8 of a point. In the qualifying, she scored almost 1 full point higher. That point comes off of Team China's total score.
The pressure valve gets turned up to max on the Chinese team, all their athletes and the coaches. The American women make their move to the uneven bars next. Farmers Insurance, to find it. So after the first rotation, the United States finds themselves trailing Russia by .225. Next up for Shawn Johnson and company, the uneven bars in Stuttgart.
Some folks try.
USA Gymnastics fans, you can win a trip for two to next year's Olympic trials in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Simply text your answer to the following question to 8808, and you can do that up to 10 times a day and be entered for your chance to win. The question is, who was the first U.S. female to win a world all-around title? A, Mary Lou Retton, B, Kim Zmeskal, C, Nastya Liukin. Again, text your answer to 8808 up to 10 times a day on your AT&T wireless phone for a chance to win the ultimate USA Gymnastics experience, courtesy of AT&T. Al Troutwig, Tim Daggett, Elfie Schlegel back with you. Stuttgart, Germany, the place for the 2007 World Gymnastics Championships presented by AT&T. Now to the star of the United States, and we're going to get a real sense of what this World Championships is going to be like for the United States in the next few minutes.
And as we have said, she has won everything, nationally, internationally, that she's entered.
But this is the biggest thing she's entered.
Oh, gosh, yeah. No question about it. And this is where she had her only mistake in the qualifying round, and it came on the dismount. Had she have made the dismount, she would have been leading the all-around. Transition to the low bar. Told us after day one that she just didn't go hard enough. Got to kick my feet up. And she does it perfectly there.
Was that a total stick?
No, not a total stick, but hey, heck, when you do a double twisting, double layout from the uneven bars, you put it to your feet, you're doing pretty good. It really was very unusual to see her have that error.
And, you know, bars has been one of the events that Shawn, you know, hasn't been extremely great at, but her form is good. This is the highlight, obviously, the double twisting, double layout. And when she said she needed a little more oomph, she gave it all right there.
Funny watching that hug shot. She gets a 15.375. Alicia Sacramone is already in college at Brown University, and Shawn Johnson's not even thinking about where she's